Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be my April reading wrap-up, and this was my TBR, so now let's see what I was able to read. That was all I was able to read this month. I am currently reading this book and I only have like 50 pages left, so I'm like almost 99% through, but I haven't finished it. So yeah, let's start with what I actually read. The first book that I read this month is the Mindfuck series. This is a 5-book series, but all in one book. So I will not count this as 5 books, but only as one. For me, it's almost like part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, as you can probably see in other books like this one. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5-part book, so pretty much the same, but in this one it's book and not part 1. You get it. In this book we follow Lana, and she is a serial killer, but the people that she chooses to kill are people that wronged her, I think 10 years before. I don't remember, but a long time ago. And one of her friends from the town that they are from is also helping her with that. And we also follow the FBI agent that is assigned to the case. He doesn't know that she is the killer, but they end up meeting and then having a relationship. So in all the 5 books we follow both of them being together, and also her killing people and him trying to discover who is behind all those killings. So it's actually a really nice story. Doesn't look like it with this description, but I really enjoyed it. Lana is a really strong character, and it was really nice to read about someone strong like her and able to do what she did. I won't say to do what she did, but it was nice to see a little bit of revenge for what she had to go through when she was younger. So yeah, I gave this book 5 stars, and I would highly suggest it, but look at the trigger warnings before. Then I read A Vow in Vengeance. This is a book that I received for my birthday from my boyfriend, and in this book we follow Rune and Draven. Rune is a human, but she becomes a changeling for the druid section, kind of. And Draven is also a druid. He's the prince. In this book there is something called the selection, I think, and I don't remember if it's every year, but it's not always the druid that takes 100 people or so. Sometimes it's like the elves or the, I don't remember the names. So they take humans and they change them, and they have to go to like a school, sort of, because in this book we have tarot cards, and each card is assigned to a different power, and Rune has like the higher one, and Draven also has this power. So they are in the same house because each card has a house of their own, and they are the only one there, so you guess they become closer and everything. All of Rune's family members were taken by this selection, so she really wanted to be taken that year because I think her mother and maybe her brother were taken by the druid also. So she wanted to go into like beyond the wall and try to find her family. But a lot of things happened and a lot of discoveries are made, and it was really entertaining. I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave this 4 stars. Then I read Gram Négatif. This is a French book and it was a new release that my sister bought me for my birthday. This one is a mystery thriller with scientific aspects. And I gave this one, I think, 3 stars. I did enjoy it, but it was not my favorite. A lot of things were easy to guess from like chapter 1. And I really hated the end. If you wanted to read this book and you don't want spoilers, please skip this part. But essentially, the end is almost like everything was a dream and then I woke up. And I really hate this kind of, it's not the trope, but like this kind of ending, like everything that you read so far was fake. Okay, like this feels almost like a waste of my time. And yes, we had like little signs that it was not true, but the story really pushed us in a direction, and like not this one. And after we like know that it was all fake, a lot of questions are still unanswered. So yeah, but as a first book, this was pretty good. And then I read this book, Sunrise on the Reaping. This is book 0.5 in all the series of the Hunger Games. The first one being The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snake. This was the story of Snow and Lucy Gray. And in this one, we follow Amish, and we start the book at the reaping. Then we have all the prep for the Hunger Game. We also see his Hunger Games. It ends, and then we have a little bit more, like the after, but it's not super long. But I was really, really excited to go into this book because I love the Hunger Games. I haven't read the books. I just watched the movies when I was younger. But for this movie, I really wanted to read the book before, and I loved it. I don't want to say too much because, you know, we already know what happened because this is Amish's story and we see him in the book after. So we already know that he won. But yeah, I can't wait to see the movie, and I gave this one 5 stars. For the book that I started but didn't finish, this is The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk, and this is book 2 and the second duet, but in the series this is book 4. In this one, we still follow Mish and Asar. At the end of book 1 of this duet, spoiler, Mish dies. Now she is in the underworld and Asar is with the gods. So he really wants to go find Mish, and it begins with him trying to escape the gods and go in the underworld to save Mish, and then it's both of them trying to make Asar a god because he already has like god blood in him and other things. So they have to fake 3 things. I think it was a crown, an eye, and a heart, and they have to find all of these things for him to be a god. And now where I am at, something huge happened, and I don't really know what will go after that. As I said, I only have like 50 pages left, but I will probably give my rating in the comments and my maybe final review. But so far I enjoyed the book, but it's long. It's kind of huge, and I have been reading this for 5 days, and this end will be my 6th. So yeah, but it's still fun. I really love that Luce is still in this story because I really enjoyed her in book 1 of this duet. So that's pretty much it for this month. The other book that I had on my TBR was the 3rd book in the Smite Smith series, but I didn't have time to go into this. Yeah, maybe I will be able to read a little bit of this tonight if I'm able to finish the 50 pages, and then read more tomorrow. So we'll see if I'm able to finish it before the end of the month tomorrow. I will leave my rating in the comments and also my review, but if not, just know that I will probably enjoy it. So that is it for today's video. If you have anything to say about the books that I showed you, you can comment down below, and it will be my pleasure to talk with you. And if you have anything else to say, you can also comment down below. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!